Hey everyone, it's Will, Gamer Dad, with another video for you. So hopefully everyone's been having a good weekend. I know that for some of you, school will be over soon, and obviously if not this week, then the week afterwards. Now that being said, we do have a new update. I was actually out with the family all afternoon, and so just came home to this one. Wasn't expecting it that soon, being that we just had a huge collab about a week and a half ago. And of course, if you've been following along, I am super behind and not even challenged any of the new side content in terms of the optional bosses to Star Awaken or Stellar Awaken, those new collab characters. That being said, I'm sure some of the other YouTube channels out there, and of course the AE Discord as well as the AE subreddit can help you along with those while Gamer Dad is catching up with rest and sleep. Now that being said, you can see from the pictures here, my waifu and many other people's waifus are going to have a true weapon discovery manifestation. Now if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Alright, so what this means is that for those who haven't been following along, remember that we are catching up to Japan very, very quickly. We are only 2 updates behind, and this actually just puts us at 1 update behind. Keep in mind that the next update should be the newest gacha unit announced on the live stream, which is Winefica. This one is no new character. I mean, my waifu Suzette on the left, normal style Tsukiha on the right. These are old and tried and true units. But what's new with them is that they do have not only, well, in this case, Tsukiha actually does have true manifest fight, which will be unlocked with this update. That's something for everyone to do, of course. But these are the first retro units that can be Stellar Awakened in the game. And so how that works is that if you do have the normal style in 5-star, so keep in mind that, if you only have a 4.5, I believe that if you upgrade now, before you update your game, you should have credit for the full 1 out of 3 Awakening gauge. Remember that if you don't pull the unit and you only have the unit to start with, you only get 1 out of 3 Awakening gauge filled. The other 2 either have to be filled in by, Cosmos, I guess, star charts or style-specific star charts, all Cosmos star charts, which I don't recommend using on units like this, as well as hitting additional 5-star dupes, which you can do in the banners that will be released as of tomorrow. So you can see that there will be ally encounter Susette and Tsukiha. I'm sure there's going to be a free version where you can use free stones if you really want to. Or you can do the Fateful. When you do the Fateful, from what I understand, is it's only one time. You get 1 style-specific star chart, which is Suzette's. And then after that, it guarantees another additional single pull of a guaranteed 5-star Suzette. So 1 pull will give you 1 out of 3 Awakening. 1 star chart will be 1 closer to the Awakening, which you can apply towards the 3. And if you have a 5-star, that will be 3 out of 3 right off the bat. Keep in mind that is a Fateful for free players. I guess you have to pull if you wanted to use free stones toward the unit you already have, which is, I'm not going to lie, that is pretty ugly. Now, keep in mind that there are other options to do that, and hopefully I'll be able to showcase that tomorrow. I will be probably doing that for my own waifu set. Not sure if I'm going to apply my resources towards, Stellar Awakening Tsukiha, but I have to decide on that. You should be able to use 400 Sabira's gems to buy 2 style-specific or Dragoon star charts instead of having to pull for that. So if you do have at least 800 Sabira's gems, you can at least awaken or Stellar Awaken one of the 2 units. And if you have 1600, you can do both, provided you already have the 5 stars as of tomorrow's update. So just again, to re-emphasize, if you only have the 4.5 and you have the chance and materials required, make sure you do upgrade that now before you update tomorrow so that you will have credit towards that 1 out of 3 Stellar Awakening gauge. Okay, so the specialized Fateful Encounter shows obviously one of the 5 units, which are the paid banner. That's pretty sweet. You can see very, very powerful wind units in conjunction with Suzette. And of course, I'll cover that banner tomorrow. And same with Tsukiha. They'll have 1 for that. And same thing, you'll get 2, 1 from the star chart one from getting the pull of the Tsukiha, and then one for the one you already have. And again, these are fire based units that will help out with your fire based katana slash user. Now, unfortunately, this round of the Ways We Walked is actually a fateful. Remember that the Ways We Walked round 6 was actually a free banner which guaranteed a 5-star with 1,000 free stones. I mean, look at the quality of some of those units there, though. Ify, Alter Hismina, and Eva, RCF, a lot of the altars there, and even Melissa as a nice little reminder that she's still alive and kicking. However, what I'm most excited for is something new to do. I'll try to squeeze this fight in. I know I have a lot of content to do, and again, I really apologize for so many delays. It's just life is busy, and GamerDad just doesn't have as much time as I used to commit towards not only clearing the game itself, but even just putting up videos. It's been difficult. So I do apologize for not keeping up to date with everything. But this one, I'm going to try to set aside some time to try this manifest fight. I hope it's not too crazy. But that being said, I mean, it's going to be against Tsukiha, which is a fire slash user. Fire is beaten by water, and I mean, water's got insane teams such as El Seal, ES Tuva, and ES Felmina, blah 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 blah. You have plenty of ways to win, and so I'm looking forward to using water against fire. Not sure if I'm going to do fire on fire, but we'll have to see how that goes. Now, again, we talked about the 1 out of 3 gauge. Okay, and so you can see it is as of that date. So make sure, again, you don't want to change these characters after this additional update. So you should be able to upgrade it now before you update, okay? Like, upgrade your unit first. Do not update until you have that done. Okay, so the good thing about Stellar Awakening units is that they'll have extra lines, and I hear a lot of people will gush over the additional voice lines that you have from your favorite VAs out there. And so the other thing too about retroactively Stellar Awakening older units, they revamp a lot of the moves and make them not only more powerful in terms of their DPS modifier, the damage modifier, but they do more things. Now, I will say, Suzette is definitely WFS's love child. Look at the moves that they're updating here. Look at everything. These moves are now going to have additional preemptive attack, which Demon Thrust already have. But it's now dual power and int down, which will be nice. It's going to do Mega Poison and Pain instead of just regular Poison and Pain. And on top of that, look at this. Wind Thrust is going to have extra damage. You can give everyone First Strike, which is basically preemptive for 3 turns. She's now going to be able to set Wind Zone on her own. And then, look at this. Stacking power and speed on herself, plus restore MP. And then, extra damage with her main DPS move. And don't forget, this is not even including the fact that when you Stellar Awaken her moves, you get additional Stellar Awakening moves. These are just her regular moves. Same thing with Tsukiha. Not that she was bad before, but I mean, they're going to increase the damage. So her non-type slash is going to be now fire type. Fire resist down, longer, damage, extra damage, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, you can see a lot of cool abilities. Even Howling Surge does get the additional dual debuff. Now, I know that 30-30 is not as powerful as 50-50 or 60-60, but considering these are mainline DPS, having extra little bits of dual debuff or extra ways to use them is quite nice, actually. Even the fact that you can set crit rate for the whole team. You can say that most teams have a crit rate setter, but it's nice to have some redundancy just in case one gets debilitated or for newer players out there don't have a full team that has a full roster. Alright, so as I talked about, you can use 400 Cerberus Gems to buy each of those star charts. You'll need 2 of those. And catch-up campaign, we are still doing that. Remember that the last one includes, if you run certain side episodes, dungeons, you'll get 10 times the points, I believe. Alright, so let me know in the comments below what you think of this update, what you're planning to do, and now that we're seeing some of the I guess the bigger effects from the Stellar Awakening updates where we now have to use Siberius gems and our old characters don't have a full awakening even if you pulled them as a 5-star before. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I've again shared my thoughts about it, so I won't reiterate what I said. But it's definitely going to be a lot more picking and choosing. Like I said before, I would have normally just side graded everyone, full Stellar Awakening, both of them. But let's be honest, can't afford that if you want to have some viability down the road. Because let's be honest, we don't even know what's coming up later. You want to have some ammo or some resources left over just in case your favorite waifu or husbando suddenly gets an SA and then you need those Siberia gems or even some stones if you want to pull in the banner and get additional Stellar Awakening gauges by hitting a 5-star version. Remember again, 4.5s do not add to the Awakening gauge. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.